We can hear you.
Okay, I'm unable to see. Maybe my signal is still not up to the mark. Okay, Thursday evening, and we are off to another very interesting conversation on Zoom. Are you all set? The topic of today: how to be a divine instrument, and how logical this is in terms of us reaching the state of awakening, a state of enlightenment, a state of eternal happiness. So let us start. I don't know whether we have a good signal or not, Administrator. Sip Aham Atma and Sip Alak and Anand, Sip Anil Soni, Chotwani Atman, Revati, Sip Atmanand, Bliko, Bliss, and Gigi, Sip Chidanand, Rashmi, Girishanand, Govind, Sip Harshal, Kriti, Manisha, Manoj, Sip Peter, Pix, Prakash, Premchand, Sip Rajesh, Rekha, Minier, Rumataji, Sip Rutanu, Sip Sachiv, and Sagai, Sip Samatma, Sadlanand, Shivraj, Sip Siji, Jyoti, Siri, Sita, Sip Siva, Soham, Sridhara, Sukhi, Viresh, Yasha. I'm not able to see the images very well. Administrator, I hope you can see me clearly. Is this audio okay?
All good here.
Okay, I'm not able to see people very clearly, but as long as you can hear me, we are good to start. So let's start with Aham Atma. Aham Atma, over to you. How to be a divine instrument? Is it important?
Yeah.
What is it? How is being a divine instrument important in this journey called life? By being a divine instrument, how does it benefit us? Let us get into action. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, Guruji Krishnoham.
Yes, sir.
We can act as a divine instrument in three ways. One is when a sense of doership should not be there to act as a divine instrument. That is a fundamental. That ego has to be dissolved. Dissolved in the sense I am not the doer. That is the point number one. Second is whatever is happening in our life, that is due to karma. That acceptance has to be there. Everything is happening due to SIP. Therefore, whatever is happening is as per karma. That acceptance comes means we can act as a Ladi. That is one thing. I am not the doer. Second is the deep sense of acceptance. Then the gratitude for the divine for whatever we have already got and we will be getting. ये तीनों हमारे साइड में रहेगा तो we can act as a divine instrument, sir.
Okay, good beginning. I don't want to dilute the subject.
Yeah.
Divine instrument is the key to enlightenment. Enlightenment is not an easy subject. Enlightenment is not meant for everybody. Enlightenment is a rare gift because if you are enlightened, you reach that state of eternal happiness unknown to man. So
Yeah.
are we going to reach that state see, it is not knowing how we can be a divine instrument. Today, it is asking how to be.
Yeah,
not
Guruji,
how
only one
can
thing
we
I
be.
wanted to add to what I am saying actually. आप हमेशा जो
Yeah.
एक प्रार्थना बोलते हैं, तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो, सुख में दुख में मेरी प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. When that complete surrender happens to sit, complete realization happens, automatically we will become a Ladi. That is a thing.
Okay, good. That was the best shot. Best part of your answer was what you told just now.
Yeah.
But why do we struggle? Why do we struggle to be a divine instrument that you touched briefly? Let me tell all of you, enlightenment is not an easy subject. And those of you who are on this call regularly, the rewards of enlightenment are more than the millions and the billions that anybody can earn in this world. Because even if you earn millions and billions, ultimately, you are only buying one thing. You're buying happiness. And you cannot buy happiness. Because happiness has no price tag. And therefore, enlightenment is that ocean of Sukha Sagar, as they say, ocean of bliss. And how do you reach that ocean of bliss? That is the challenge. Okay, so Sony, that's Soul in Nikila. Yes, nice to see you back as Sony. Go ahead.
Namaste, sir. Yeah.
Namaste. Yeah.
So by doing your duties and not expecting the fruit of the action, that's how you can be a divine instrument, by surrendering fully to the SIP. Because it may not, the fruit may not be what you're expecting, or it may turn out in a different way, but it could be better than what you expected, or worse, I don't know. But it will be in alignment with your dharma, your swadharma. So yeah, so that's what my answer is. Sometimes the fruit may not be what you want, but like the doctors have to
Why would
do.
why would you want to have any fruit? The moment you are a divine instrument, why would you seek fruit? It's just like it's just like saying the ocean wants water. Why would the ocean want water?
The fruit meaning like the result of your action. You are doing all the actions because you want something at the end. You want the project or whatever, the dish that you made to turn out in a certain way, right? That's the fruit, what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah. And Mr. I'm moving device to. Thank you, Sony. We hear you. Administrator, I'm just moving a device, so don't get worried about change. So, Sony, we hear you. I was just moving a device, but let's this discussion move on. I think the next person is Sachiv. Administrator, am I right, Administrator? Is it Sachiv?
Yes.
Sachiv? Yes, go ahead, Sachiv, and then Shivraj. And I'm going to
Sure,
get to the,
Guruji.
because my Wi-Fi was not okay on the first device. I hope I get a better Wi-Fi. Yes.
The cell, you can only work as a cell, a divine instrument when you realize that you have a complete realization of self-realization and the God relation, that you're not the doer of anything and you're in complete surrendered form. So you try to see SIP everywhere. You do SIP, you see SIP in everything, whatever is coming in front of you. Because you're not doing anything for yourself. Like earlier, I used to work, I wanted to be a CEO. Now I want to work to earn my little breading, bread and butter. But that's not my purpose. My purpose is completely changed from my, focus of being CEO to now focus of achieving, SIP. Purpose of life is now SIP.
Okay.
Hello?
And therefore, there's a slip. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, summarize your answer in one sentence.
Complete surrendered form. Not surrender, surrendered form. Nothing matters.
When can you completely surrender?
When your belief is, when you realize, when you're self-realized, and also you realize the God within you.
When
Neti
you're
neti
completely,
tattvamasi.
when you're not realized, when you're enlightened.
Yes, when you think you are you yourself, you're SIP.
When you
You're
don't
seeing
think.
SIP in everyone. You
When you
means you
don't think.
believe that when you
Yeah.
believe you're SIP and you see SIP in everyone.
When you become SIP.
Yes.
Believing is still not the right word.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you for your patience. My Wi-Fi was troubling. So we are moving. Let's move to the next Shivraj. Let's hear Shivraj.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Uh, the question is basically how to be a divine instrument.
How to be.
So, how
How
to
to
be.
be.
So, for that, I think prerequisite is maybe you should be awakened and enlightened. That's the basic.
Yes.
So, once you are in Sachidanand and once you see sip in all, serve sip in all, uh, that time I can say you are divine instrument. So you transit all your karmas. You don't do yourself. Maybe SIP is doing through you. So enlightenment is basic fundamental need to become divine instrument.
I'm happy all of you are in this very deeply into it, but I want you all to contemplate. Thank you, Shivraj. I want you all to contemplate a little deeper. Admin, remove the tab from co-host. So my today's subject is a little tricky. Not how can we be a divine instrument. It is how to be a divine instrument. What is a divine instrument? When do we become a divine instrument? I
What?
liked what Shivraj said very clearly. He said you have to be awakened, you have to be completely enlightened. What happens, Shivraj, when you're completely
So,
awakened and can completely
so,
enlightened? What happens?
so once you are enlightened, you see everyone is oneness, basically non-duality, and you see sip in all, and you serve as a sip in all. So that time I can say you are divine instrument.
Very good answers. We are getting good answers, but I want by the end of the call, I want you to be able to live as a divine instrument.
I live
Not
it.
easy,
Huh.
not easy because it's a challenge. Because as long as there's so many things involved. Suppose we are caught in this Leela, we are caught in this Maya, then we cannot be divine instrument.
I can
Because
say
what happens?
there are many things, like if you start saying like you should be surrendered, so everything as encompasses once you are in Sachidanand, once you are at peace, once you see sip in everybody, and you work selflessly, maybe not for yourself, you work as a divine instrument to enlighten others, or you maybe try to make others aware, something like this.
Very good, very good. We are growing in this topic.
Thank
We
you.
have let's hear Shivoham. Thank you, Shivraj. Good, very good inputs. Uh, let's move forward. Shivoham, Siri, God's will, Krishna. Let me hear four more answers before we can make some comment. Yes,
Shivam Sarji.
Shivoham.
Sarji, first accept and surrender.
Good.
You should be fully established in ISIS.
Yes,
Serve for humanity, thinking that you are not doing it, all Prabhu is doing.
yes,
I realize that I am not I am that.
yes.
Even if you are poor, you can serve as an instrument of God by helping others. For example, in a village, there's a shortage of water and there's a big queue, and a poor person who's spiritually well established, he will go and stand in the queue and then he'll give another person his place so that let him get water first. So even though I'm not able to contribute from my end, I can do at least this thing, thinking that.
That may be one. Okay, Shivoham, Ashok. That may be one of the reasons. But what is the essence?
प्रभु
What
का
is the essence? Huh?
प्रभु का दास बनना है.
हाँ, प्रभु का दास बनना. Good. That's a very good answer. Prabhu ka das banna. But what all does it mean? Therefore, what happens to the I? What happens to my responsibilities? What happens to my duties? What happens to my? There are many things that we have to do in life. So what happens to all that? Right? This is the challenge. Let's move on. Siri, at the end, we will put all the pieces together. Let me hear Siri. Sip will always speak through some of you in the call, and Sip will give an answer which I don't have to give. Siri, thank you,
Shivam
Shivam.
Guruji. Shivam
Shivam.
Guruji. How to be a divine instrument? First, you have to be EFE, enlightenment, fully enlightened. Then
Yes.
you start. Then you start SLS. You start seeing everyone as SIP. You love everyone as SIP, and you serve everyone as SIP. Then you live as SIP, and you love as SIP. You are in Shanti, Anand, and Pyar. So when you are living that, you are a divine instrument. Completely surrendered mode.
Very good. Excellent. What would you then do? I'm asking you one small question. Then what would you do?
You live and you are surrendered and you live and love as SIP, everyone. You live as SIP
Okay.
and love everyone.
You live as Sip and you love as Sip. Good. Everybody is adding one step to the call. God's will and Krishna.
Thank you.
God's will. How to be a divine instrument.
Shivohang Sip. The answers are coming so thick and fast, even I can hardly keep up, but the answers are so perfect. Shiva's answer was very good. I think love is part of it. I think learning to listen is part of it. I am not I is the essence of it. As long as we think of ourselves as separate from Sip, somehow I am not Sip. This is not the servant is the Sip. You. The other day you said I had to say I am Sip. I am Sip. As long as you think I am not Sip, there's the service is you ask, we are Sip, and it the essence of it is love, love for love, serve all, love all. These are many answers you can give. I think one of the chief things is learning to listen, like to be aware. And I think this is where society is not so good. I think learning to look at dreams or signs. What is it that SIP really wants me to do? This is the, I don't know whether we can go into this aspect. Very often the SIP wants you to do something, but there's some kind of resistance, not listening to the guru, not listening to, these are the really the obstacles to find out what those obstacles are.
Absolutely right. Very beautifully said. The question is God's will. Who is not willing to listen? When we understand who is not willing to listen, that is the turning point. Because then we have to become the one who's willing to listen. Because we cannot hear God's voice unless we cut off the noise. And today I was talking to Govind, and Govind said, one part of life is learning it, is awakening, right? And the second part is implementing. How many people are able to know how to be a divine instrument is different. To be a divine instrument is different. And therefore, to be means SIP becomes the priority of your life, the priority of your life. How can we make that in a world where we are attached to so many things? We are pulled in 10 different directions. How are we able to give our complete devotion, our dedication, and become a divine instrument, be a divine instrument? So we have to learn it step by step. All answers are very good, like you said, Will, but they're all jumbled. The puzzle is all jumbled. We have to put this puzzle together. Krishna.
So, so Krishnoham.
Krishna.
So
Krishna.
yes, yeah. As you said, being a ladi comes in steps. So I think the first step after awakening should be the ego gets enlightened. I am not I. Then you live as a divine soul. When you start living as a divine soul, the soul has no karma. So you transcend your karma. And the minute you transcend your karma, I think you start living as a ladi, a divine instrument, because at that time the divine starts working through you. It is your, just like you hear SIP's voice, we start hearing SIP's instruction, SIP's voice, and then that is the way it is. Because you have transcended your karma. Then you see,
Good, very good.
because then you become nothing. It is divine who works through you.
Very beautiful. So yeah, as you said, I like that you're coming now. We are coming back into that. So the first step, how to
And
be
the
a divine
advantage, and what is a what will happen if we be a ladi? Your question was, we will be free from the cycle of birth and rebirth because we make no
and
karma.
yeah, and all free from all the misery on earth.
Yeah,
First,
yeah. And
first,
we
first you'll
know
be free.
there is Maya and Leela, we understand. Yeah.
Otherwise, we are caught now. What is he saying? What will she say? What will he do? What will happen? Why this will happen? What will happen? What if this does not happen? How does anything matter? Nothing matters, right? When you become a divine instrument, nothing matters because you become a part of that
Absolutely.
Leela. You
Yeah,
you are in that state of eternal Ananda. How to reach that state of Ananda? How to, therefore, enlightenment, people are not people are not attracted to the word enlightenment because they don't understand what enlightenment can give
yes,
is greater than everything else in the world. Everything else in the world is, sorry to say, is mundane. The pleasures of the world, like I said, pleasure is the tip of the iceberg. Where
absolutely.
is the beauty of the peace? Where is the beauty of the purpose? How a divine instrument becomes the divine. You become SIP.
Yeah. And
Good.
it's
Good.
such a
Yeah.
big privilege, sir. It's such a, though we say we are nothing when we become a Ladi, it's such a big, what you call a blessing or a privilege, because we have become free. We are no more the prisoners of pleasure, person, people, or
Correct, Krishna.
possessions.
I'm only leaving you with one thought, Krishna. Imagine, imagine that you have nothing else to do. Imagine
Yeah,
you wake up in the morning and say, I am Sip, I hand over myself to you.
true.
And
Yes.
Sip, from the first breath to my last breath of each day, each breath belongs to you.
Yeah.
Then you are not, the I disappears, the ego dissolves, the ego disappears, all the words you spoke about, there's complete surrender, there's complete acceptance. You see love in all, see Sip in all, you love Sip in all, you serve Sip in all, you go get established in Satchidanand. So all these things are the result of one thing:
Yeah.
living as a divine instrument, being a divine instrument. And our whole effort is to be, is to be
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Good, good. You put it up. Let's, as I said, we are this discussion. Don't lose grip of it, because it's very, very important discussion today. Nothing Siba, Simi, nothing Siba, Simi, and Atmanand.
Shivam here.
Yes, sir.
Uh, how to be a divine instrument, as per my understanding till so far, we can only be divine instrument, be not like philosophical way. We can only be divine instrument when we live as a sip, and there is no other way to be a divine instrument. And how we live as a sip? When you are free from body, when you are free from mind, when you are free from false ego, when you live as a divine soul, experience sip within the temple of the heart, experience each and every soul as sip, experience sip in every atom. This is the only way to be a divine instrument. You need to come from E1 to E8, otherwise you can't be a divine instrument.
Good. What is the last sentence you said? You need to.
You need to follow E1 to E8. You can't be a divine instrument. There is a step of everything. So you can't be top of the Mount Everest without
You're following
skipping
every
ladders,
step.
without
Okay. Okay.
without
Okay. Good. Good. Good.
yeah.
Siba, let me see. We have many people want to speak, so let's move forward. Thank you. Nothing. Good answer. Siba.
Pra- Pranam Guruji, how to be the
uh,
divine instrument, Guruji? Yesterday you said that you are not a mother. Guruji, then I contemplated on that, Guruji. Ki who am I? Why am I here? And what am I doing? Guruji, with this realization, I think that this ki divine instrument हो सकता है गुरुजी कि I am a soul, soul is a ship, I am a I am a soul, soul is a ship, I am a, ship is in ship is in all. So Guruji, with this realization, Guruji, today from yesterday to 24 hours, Guruji, I was not realizing only I was Bala, I was doing the work. Guruji, with no mind, with Sachit Anand, with Shanti Anand Pyar, Guruji, I was doing all the things, Guruji. I think that this with this realization, I could be the divine instrument, Guruji. We could be the divine instrument.
when we are a divine instrument, then there is no going back to mind state.
Good,
If we
good.
go back to mind state, we cannot be divine instrument, because you cannot be one day caterpillar, one day butterfly, one day caterpillar, one day butterfly. Cannot be. So keep in mind. Okay.
Guruji, but at
Simi,
least Guruji, but at least 24 hours I experienced Guruji.
good, good. No, no, it's a good. I'm saying it's good to be, but understand you need to
Yeah.
be established in that. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
Guruji.
Simi,
Thank you.
Simi, Atmanand, Govind, and Ahemsip. Simi, Atmanand, Govind, and Ahemsip.
Shubham, sir.
Sure.
So, sir, I think how to be a divine instrument is you remove I from every action. Like whatever you are doing, remove the I, enlighten the ego basically. So, whatever it is, you remove yourself. Then I think 2, 3 days back we had the discussion when you are doing everything, then how it can do for yours for you. So if we remove ourselves, we disappear. Then only the ship can.
But that's the first part. No, Simi. Removing yourself is the first part. The second part is being able to offer yourself to sip. When you mean when you are a divine instrument, you are offering, you are telling SIP, I, Simi, offer Simi to you. We are
When
unable
I'm
to
removing
offer.
myself, that means I am offering myself, no?
No, not no. That is, there are two different aspects. One is, first step is eliminating the ego completely, in the sense that enlightening the ego. You can't eliminate, right? I am
Yeah.
not Meenakshi, I am Simi. I am soul, soul is Sip, I am Sip, Sip is in all, I serve Sip in all. But when the ego is enlightened, the ego knows you're awakened. But when the ego is enlightened, when the ego is liberated, the third level, the third step of the book, if you read Umang, you brought the book, page 94
Yes.
of the book. In page number 94 of the book, it's not, I am not the body. I am free from the body. The body frees me. The body frees me. The mind frees me. The ego frees me. And I become an instrument. I become to be an instrument. Prabhu, Prabhu should be able to accept you, Simi, and assign you a responsibility. It may be any responsibility, Prabhu, because Prabhu feels, Sip feels that you are now ready to become a divine instrument. Then Sip will assign you, and you will be able to say goodbye to a world which you are a prisoner of. We are all prisoners in this world. It's not easy to say goodbye. For Buddha to leave his palace and to walk out of a wife and child and palace was not easy. It's
That's
not
true, sir.
easy. Okay, thank you. Atmanand, Govind,
Thank you,
Aham,
sir.
Sip, and Kriti. Yeah. Atmanand, Govind, Aham, Sip, and Kriti.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Yes, Atmanand.
So I think we talked about the three steps of enlightenment, right? Like
Yeah.
awakening, enlightened, and liberated. So I
Yeah.
thought the enlightened state is where we become the divine instrument. Is that understanding correct?
Not fully correct, because at the enlightened state, you start the journey of a divine instrument. Actually, you have to go EFE, you have to be enlightened, fully enlightened, and you have to start the journey of the liberation. Not A1 to 10, not E1 to 10. You must start L1 to L10.
Understood.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Atman, let me explain to you. Can I take your example, Atman?
Yeah, we can take.
Suppose SIP tells you, Atmanan, tomorrow you get out of your house, you sit in a plane and you go to Egypt for the next 2 months, because in next 2 months there is something I want you to do there. You say, SIP, how can I go? What will I tell my wife? What will I tell my children? What will I tell? What will I do? That means, are you really liberated?
No, I'm not liberated.
And if you're not liberated, Atmanan, if you're not liberated, then can you actually become a divine instrument?
No, I cannot.
Imagine what is the, suppose you're writing with a pen. You're writing. As you're writing, the pen refuses to write. Is it a good instrument?
No.
If you're shooting a gun, then the gun refuses to shoot. Is it a good instrument?
No.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
I'm getting what you're telling.
So to be a divine instrument, I'm not indicating to you that you must do it. I'm not saying that you need to leave your house and need to go, right? But are you willing to? I hope there's a big difference in what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's availability.
I'm not saying that Atmanan, you should make your head a monk, shave off all your head, wear an orange robe and go as a sannyasi. I'm not telling that. But if push comes to shove, if SIP wants us to do something, we cannot say no to SIP. Then we are free to be, then we can be a divine instrument, which means complete surrender. I have surrendered my life to you. That's not so easy. Why am I doing today's discussion? I'm setting a benchmark for us to grow in this journey of AEL, awakened, enlightened, and liberated. Am I confusing you, Atman, or you think you're
No, no,
getting
no.
what I'm
It
saying?
was very helpful to me because I, at the beginning of the call, thought it is to do with the enlightened state, but I think you gave a very good example, and like you're telling that only at liberation we can be a good instrument, right? Only then can somebody use us, or we can be used for that purpose.
You have to start that L1 to L10. I'm not saying you have to finish it, but to be a
Understood.
divine instrument, that has to start. You have to start, which means, let me tell you one more line, Atmanand. SIP becomes more important than anything else in the world. It's not easy to make SIP the priority of my life. If SIP tells, suppose I'm eating my favorite ice cream, and SIP says, no, ice cream later, come on, get up. You're able to dump the ice cream, get up and come on, I'm going. So it's complete sacrifice, complete surrender. So this is not so easy. I'm giving you all a tough challenge to each one of you, but let me see where we reach. Govind Ahimsip.
Shivam here.
Yes, Govind.
So once you realize you are a divine soul, once we have the
Mhm.
realization that we are a divine soul, you automatically become a divine instrument.
You start. You
Hmm.
start becoming a divine instrument. See, Govind, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You call your driver.
Hmm.
You tell your driver, hey driver, मेरा एक guest है उसको लेके आओ. What your driver has
Hmm.
to do?
He has to get into the car, drive, and go and pick up the guest.
If he tells you, sir, sorry sir, आज मैं cricket खेल रहा हूँ.
He will tell me that only on his holiday. He will not tell me on a working day.
No, but suppose he tells you that today now I'm playing cricket, I'll pick your guest later.
Then he's not doing his duty, right? What
Uh,
he's supposed to be.
I'm getting what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm just trying to tell you that we can be doing what we are doing. But when the call comes, whenever the call comes, and that call can come any moment, right?
Hmm.
We have to be eligible. We have to be eligible to push everything aside for SIP. We have to be eligible. I'm not saying that we should stop doing everything and just look up at the sky and wait for SIP to tell us what to do, right? But I'm trying to give you all, each of you, a different example to make the call more and more clear. To be a divine instrument means to tell God, SIP, here I am. Tell me what. There will not be no for an answer. And constantly, this is to be a divine instrument, is to be constantly in that mode, constantly in that mode of complete surrender, complete nothingness, complete focus, complete priority. Doing what you're doing in this world. You're doing what you're doing, but not for a moment your focus is going away. That I am actually that. Govind, actually, what are we, Govind? What are we in reality?
Tattvamasi, we are that. We are
We
the
are,
energy, right?
we are nothing, Govind, as a mother, as
Yeah.
a father,
Yeah.
all that is some garbage, right? I hope you understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ultimately, when you're fully enlightened, suppose in 5 minutes a call comes, somebody is gone. Suppose you get in 5 minutes, you look at your WhatsApp, air is gone. How long it takes?
Yeah. It's happened before.
Yes, one flash like this and gone.
Yeah.
Then what? When you're gone, what? That means you come back again. We will come back again and again and again and again.
Yeah. So the aim is moksha, right?
Yeah, for moksha, we have to be in that state of established in that state of consciousness, realizing that whatever else I'm doing is insignificant. What is important is I am SIP. SIP is everywhere. SIP is in everything. My attention, my focus has to be on SIP and doing the will of SIP. Now you will not even know the will of SIP. Tell me, Govind, when will SIP tell you what to do?
When will SIP tell you what to do? SIP is always telling us. It's just that we are not listening, right?
Correct. You're not suppose you're not listening, then can SIP tell you something?
No, if you're in the mind state, then you're not listening. If you're in your consciousness, then you are listening.
So when you're in consciousness and you're in that state of complete frequency, then the signal doesn't get cut. Then you're all the time, it's like a loyal servant of a king.
Hmm.
The loyal servant of the king is standing at the king's bedside and saying, "Your Majesty, here I am. Your Majesty, tell me. Your Majesty, yes, Your Majesty," like a genie. Yeah, we heard of this. We heard of this magic genie. Anytime you say genie, yes, bolo, here I am. What do you want?
But
So,
in the process also, the world, we know that in the world there are many people which are very selfish and not straightforward. So if we are always like this, there can also be instances where people can cheat and override you and ride
we
over
don't
you.
need to. No, no, we don't need to worry about what people are trying to do. Govind. That we use our intelligence, we use our consciousness to decide what we should do. I'm not
Right.
saying that you should open your bank account and keep your cash in your palms and
Yeah.
wait till nobody will take it. No, no, I'm not indicating that. But as Govind, have you heard the Bhaja Govindam?
Yes.
In the Bhaja Govindam, in the Bhaja, incidentally uses the word Govind. In Bhaja Govindam, he
Mm-hmm.
says, Govind alone you seek, O fool. Huh? He keeps on repeating this. Seek Govind, seek Govind, seek Govind. Adi Shankara in Bhaja Govindam, he repeats
Mm-hmm.
this. It's called
Hmm.
Bhaja Govindam.
Okay.
In Bhaja Govindam, he says, seek Govind, seek Govind, seek Govind. Govind alone you seek, O fool. This is the translation of Muramatai. When you hear the Bhajagovindam in Sanskrit, it's very interesting. To conclude what I'm saying, going to you, what are we seeking? So a truly liberated person is seeking what, Govind?
He's seeking moksha. If he's
Ah,
already liberated, no, no. If he's already liberated, he's already unified. He's not seeking anything.
so once you're already liberated, then you are seeking nothing in this world.
Because the wave realizes it's ocean, then what is it seeking? It's seeking nothing. It's unified,
Yeah,
right?
then it stops splashing.
Yes.
But if we are keeping on splashing, keep on splashing, keep on splashing, then that cycle of coming and going and coming and going will continue.
Correct.
Okay. So today's call is going to be an eye opener for everybody who wants to reach that state of complete ananda, which means I don't have to eat a pizza to be happy. I don't have to eat a pizza to be happy because whatever I get to eat, I'm already happy. I don't need to be with XYZ to be happy because with whoever I am already happy.
So I have reached, I feel, a very high level of situation where I am satisfied. I am in
Hmm.
Ananda. Nothing bothers me. I have very, very calm mind, still mind. Nothing bothers me. If somebody does it, it's fine. If somebody doesn't do it, it's also fine. Not a problem.
My
But
question to you then, my question to you, the next step for you is what has SIP assigned to do today? What has SIP assigned for you to do tomorrow?
the SIP has assigned for me to spread happiness tomorrow.
And if you're doing it, then you're in divine instrument.
Yeah, no, but
So I'll get
I am not taking the ownership of that. This is one thing I have realized. I reminded myself and I realized this repeatedly over the last 2 weeks, that, and because I've surrendered, this happiness is just fallen into place without any stress, without any effort. I have
so
not, I did not imagine that it will get to this level. And trust me, Air, I'm telling you, I have not put much effort into it at all. Maybe
You
my
don't need,
effort level is 10%, 90% is just flowed because
yeah, you
I
don't need,
said, yeah,
you
I
don't
said,
need to
I'm
put
not doing
because,
it. He's doing
yeah,
it. He's doing it.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
is his job to finish it.
But while he is doing it, the instrument has to act.
Yeah. I initiated it and I put
Yeah.
it in motion. But when once I put it into motion, it just flowed because when you surrender to him, once you feel you are in control, you are doing it, then you have to take the consequences of the positive and negatives.
The divine instrument does not worry about the consequences. The divine instrument is not worrying about the results of the action, but the divine instrument will do A, B, C. B means doing your best. The
Yes,
B, doing the best, doesn't stop being a divine instrument. And the C of a divine instrument is complete surrender, complete surrender to SIP.
agree.
And continuing, going last point to you, continuing to be a divine instrument. You
Hmm.
cannot be divine instrument and stop.
No, I
You get what
agree.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine I do a Zoom call today and I say, okay, now, boss, guys, 15 days I'm in Antarctica. When I come back from Antarctica, then we will resume Zoom call.
It
What does
doesn't
it
work.
mean?
No, then you've lost it.
That means I put something else as a priority over SIP.
Hmm.
There, I put something else as a priority. And
Right.
immortal also. So this is one thing that we have to um, simple thing. As I told you, remember the example of your driver. I gave this example to you. I should be ready to tell Sip, bolo. Tell me, Sip, what next? Tell me, Sip, what next? Tell me, Sip, what next? Never should I tell Sip, okay, Sip, today I am going for a picnic. So Sip, I will see you tomorrow.
Hmm.
You get
No,
my
no,
point? What I'm saying?
you have to be constantly connected. It's just like your Wi-Fi signal. You have to be
Yeah,
connected. The moment
yeah.
your Wi-Fi signal is lost, you have lost the
If I
connectivity.
if my Wi-Fi signal goes now, can I come back and join your answer your question at the same time? Gone. It's
No,
broken.
no, no. Yeah, I agree, and I see your point. Thank you.
So let us, yeah, thank you. Let us all to be divine. And you know what the advantage is, everybody? The moment you're a divine instrument, you're secured. The moment you're a divine instrument, you're loved by SIP. You become SIP. SIP will never forsake you. SIP is holding your hand because you are holding SIP's hand. So it's a very deep thing to become a divine instrument. Thank you, Govind. I hope we
Thank
are
you.
moving forward.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Aham Sip and Kriti. Aham Sip, Kriti, Shivoham Bliko.
Shivoham Guruji, I bow down to you and all others on the call.
Yes.
Though the call has reached a much advanced level, but what I wanted to say was that when we start living 10 points of EFE, we become nothing. We become empty and we realize that we are nothing, just a speck of SIP. And we completely surrender to SIP, and none of the action is our action. Every action is through SIP.
Okay. Whatever you said up to now is correct. Aham Sip. Uske baad kya? What after that?
Uske baad, when we completely surrender to SIP, then we don't have to
No,
worry.
no. Not you completely surrender. That's not enough.
Okay.
Then a divine instrument will do the divine will. It is not just saying, okay, Prabhu, मैंने completely surrender कर दिया, Prabhu. Now I am going to eat dosa. Now मेरा हो गया. Now I am going to eat idli dosa because the new dosa shop is open. Now I am going there. अरे, मेरा काम क्या हुआ? Being a divine instrument means being able to
Consistent.
dedicate and commit your actions. Every action. Amsip, when you wake up in the morning, what action are you taking? Are you acting on behalf of SIP? What is the meaning of an instrument? An instrument is something that follows your command.
Right.
Are you following what I'm saying, Amsip? Whatever you
Yes.
said
Yes.
was correct. वो सब होने के बाद we have to do it. An instrument must act. If you are not acting on behalf of SIP as SIP, then you are not being a divine instrument. Okay, I hope you got the point.
Yes.
In this call, I hope many answers have come. I hope if somebody wants to get the real answer, then you have to listen to this full YouTube again, because there's so many answers through and through. But we'll conclude it. Kriti, we will conclude it in some time.
You need to become empty like a fluid. Be empty like a fluid so that the divine can play you. By becoming empty of all our kacharas, of all our theories, and of all our egos, you become empty. And in that nothingness state, the divine will automatically choose you and play you.
Okay,
That
good.
is my perspective.
No, thank you, Kriti. Thank you for saying that. Yes, you're right. We have to become a flute. We have to be empty, but we also have to play the flute. As a divine instrument, imagine that we become a flute and we keep the flute. If you become a flute and you keep the flute, no music will play. You are not going to get Krishna. Krishna will not come from Vrindavan and say, oh, no, Krishna is not going to come and play the flute. You have to be the Krishna to play the flute. First, a very good example. Thank you, Kriti. Good example. First, you have to become the flute. Then you have to play the flute. First, you become the empty flute. Then you play the flute. Okay, good. Shivoham, Bliko, God's Will, and Shivraj. Then we have Rashmi, Abha, and Krishna. We'll stop at Krishna. Last will be Krishna. Yes.
Sajid, two examples.
Yeah.
Short answer. Namdev and Bhakt Prahlad. They are true instruments of the divine.
How? Just don't. How they became instruments?
नामदेव ने बनाई रोटी, कुत्ते ने उठाई, कुत्ता उसके पीछे भाग रहा है, घी का कटोरा लेके भाग रहा है.
Okay. That is not only awakening. That is not becoming Shivoham. If you say I am a divine instrument and I tell you Shivoham, acha, then from tomorrow you take care of the Shiv Mandir. You say, Sarji, how can I take care of my Shiv Mandir, Sarji? Who will take care of my family?
No, sir.
If I come to if I take care of Shiv Mandir, then who will take care of my family? That means you are not divine instrument, no?
Right, sir.
Thank you, Bliko. So the point is that if we want to be a divine instrument, are we ready to become zero? And are we ready to be the hero of SIP? It is first you become zero and then you become SIP's hero. Both are needed. Are you willing to be the soldier? Are you willing to be the commander? Are you willing to march for SIP? Bliko.
Shivoham, love you all.
Yes, sir.
So this is what I understand, that availability should be there. If we are available 100%, then only Lord work through us.
Always
Like
availability. Yeah, 100%
always availability.
availability.
Yeah, always 100% availability. So we have to be invisible to the world, invisible to the Maya, invisible to the Sansar. Then only we can become available.
Okay. I'm not taking that word invisible correctly because as long as you're alive, you will be visible.
Yeah.
But
And visibility.
Bliko,
Yes,
you will be visible. You will be visible as a divine instrument. People
you
will
are
say,
visible to SIP.
No,
to
the
only.
world.
Yeah.
When the world looks at Bliko, suppose somebody calls Bliko for a Bliko, no, come on, we are playing cricket. No,
Yeah.
Bliko will not come to play cricket. Bliko is busy doing SIP's work. What is cricket for Bliko?
Correct. Yeah. And I like that bhajan, Main ek bansuri Prabhu kuch bhi na, Sangeet mein tera. So when we become bansuri like that, and we are always active, because as long as we have body, we are doing something. So that doing something has to be with the SIP's guidance, with the SIP's. Then only we can be bansuri, and the Sangeet will come. Otherwise, Sangeet will not come. Some bakwas will come.
Yeah. For that we say, oh Lord, thy will be done, not my will. Not my will. Thy will be done. Oh Lord, I am not interested in doing something. Suppose
Yeah.
suppose you want to eat. Suppose I'm standing 1 hour in a queue to buy one cheese fondue. If I'm standing
Yeah.
1 hour in a queue to buy cheese fondue, SIP is laughing at me. You idiot, you nonsense fellow. That 1 hour is not meant for you to stand in a queue to like, get some rubbish food to eat. Why did you waste my 1 hour? What did you do in that last 1 hour of mine? When you are a divine instrument, you are auditing every
Always available.
day. Every
Available.
day, every moment of your time belongs to SIP. You are not wasting that. You are living it for SIP, as SIP.
Yes.
That is LFA, like SIP, for
And,
SIP, as SIP.
mhm. Yeah.
God's will.
Oh, Shivang, what a great honor to be part of this group. So I think to understand the preciousness of the human situation is very, very important. The human life occurs within an infinite past and infinite future. We have a very small opportunity to serve SIP. And so we only, and people get exhausted. They say, I haven't got time, but you will soon have a lot of time. So the best thing is to squeeze in as much as you can, I would say. And I think also we need to be very thankful to every time SIP gives us a job to do. We say, thank you, thank you. If someone needs our help, we say, thank you for giving me the opportunity to help. Not, oh, you're such a burden for me, I can't be bothered. No, it's the other way. You say, thank you very much. You've given me the opportunity to help. So they help you by giving you the chance to help. Also, these two things. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And you keep looking for an opportunity to be an instrument. You keep on looking every day when you wake up in the morning. The first thing you think is, SIP, what can I do for you today? SIP, I am nothing. I am your instrument. I am thee. I am not me. How can I live today as SIP? So every day this is important. Shivraj, Rashmi, thank you. Shivraj, Rashmi, Abha, and Krishna.
Shivam Guruji. So
Yes.
initially I said only part one. So after this maybe discussions, I understand. Maybe you have given a picture very clear. That lady is playing the guitar. Okay. So the guitar is a divine instrument. So the player decide what to play, how to play. So we have to become guitar, maybe with the maybe SIP basically. So SIP can play us the way he want. Once we are played, once we obey 100%, we become divine instrument. That is the first part. It is very clear from the picture. So again, summarizing, I'm not saying anything new. Summarization is you okay, you are awakened. First thing is the basic, you are awakened and you are fully surrendered, and your priority is basically SIP.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
so uh, maybe I'm not able to maybe get that you get messages from SIP what to do.
When will you get the message?
So once you are fully surrendered, once you are
Correct.
Huh. So once you don't have
Only
once you don't have other priorities, so definitely you are 100% available. And now
good,
third part,
good. Yeah.
third part, as we know, we are nothing. The body belongs from five elements, and mind doesn't exist. Ego has to be transited, to be enlightened, and to be awakened. I can say you have to maybe bring consciousness and intellect. So then only you can become divine instrument. So actually you are nothing. Nothing belongs to you.
Thank you, Shivraj. Yes, Rashmi, nothing belongs to you, but you belong to SIP. So therefore, we cannot just be in a state of inaction. A divine instrument is full in action, fully in SIP action. Rashmi, Abha, Krishna. Let's quickly go 1 minute each, please. Rashmi, Abha, and Krishna.
Shivoham Guruji, maybe you will not means with me. Maybe you don't like what I am answering, but I feel this beyond worldly pleasure, and you feel your body is like a temple, and you recognize your own dharma. Then you will understand uh, you are an instrument of.
Okay. Thank you, Rashmi. Like you say yourself said, it is much more beyond dharma. You use the word dharma and you're saying, I will not agree. Dharma is the first step. Go beyond. Abha Krishna.
Shivoham.
Yes, Abha.
I feel I also find a bit of peace in my mind myself. But the problem we have at this age is the health and the body. Now, if you surrender fully, and yes, I don't know how to find that voice of being a divine instrument because the physical aspects at this age, our age, kind of restrict you. They create limitations, which I don't know how to handle.
So Abha, I'm going to ask you a question.
Right.
When did you last ask Sip, how can I be your divine instrument? Did you ask?
Every day. I ask every minute.
Yeah, continue asking.
Yeah,
because
that's all I do.
Yeah, SIP knows when to use you and how to use you. But every day, offer yourself to SIP every day. SIP is waiting. You don't stop.
I do that.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you will be surprised. You will be surprised very soon that you will hear the voice and you will be commanded to do something, which you can.
Okay, and you know, your principle of ABCD has been the most founding instrument for me, and I am in that space of being now, but I find it difficult to hear that because I feel like I can't put up with a lot of things, because of the body, So
you are not the body.
Then
you are not the body that seems
I
to have the
understand that,
problems.
yeah. But I mean, we've just come back from hospital just now with Ashwin's CT scan and all that. So and that just goes on,
Surrender.
So
Abba, surrender, smile, accept the divine will, be in consciousness and tell Sip, despite everything, I am a divine instrument. I am here for you. Tell me what I want. Okay?
Yep.
Just continue. Krishna last. Krishna. Krishnoham.
Yes, sir. So a
Yes.
small question. So is Karmi Yogi and Ladi the same?
No. What is the Karma Yogi, Krishna?
Our every action is in subconsciousness.
A Karma Yogi is essentially one who is doing karma without expecting any reward. Correct?
Again, karma is transcended for a Karma Yogi, right?
No, so therefore, a karma yogi is one who's not doing any karma with expecting any fruits. I'm not have karm karo phal ki ichha mat karo. Correct? That's a karma yogi.
उससे ज्यादा है.
और क्या है?
और क्या है means the Karma Yogi is always in subconsciousness. मतलब in a way only divine work happens, no?
Okay, so listen to me. What is the difference? Let me tell you. A karma yogi becomes a divine instrument when a karma yogi loves a sip so much that a karma yogi is telling sip, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? A karma yogi only can become a divine instrument because if you're a karmi, if you're not a karma yogi, but you're expecting something to do as be a me, then you cannot become a divine instrument. Correct?
Yeah. So we'll talk
but
later
every
because
karma yogi may not be a
Nick, even a Karma Yogi does not have BME, no?
Correct. But not every karma yogi will be a divine instrument, Krishna.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Are you getting my point? Suppose you and me both are karma yogi. I'm giving you a quick example, Krishna. Pay attention before I close. Suppose you and me both are karma yogis, okay? But you are sitting busy and saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And Sip is telling you, Krishna, hey Krishna, come here. I want you to do something. But it's like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You're busy, you're busy in bhakti. And Sip calls me. I tell Sip, tell me what happened. He tells there are 100 lepers who are dying on the street. Go feed them. I get up and I go feed them. Therefore, a karma yogi should not be lost in doing things which Sip does not want. The key point here, before I close, Krishna, are we willing to listen to SIP's voice? Are we waiting to be a commander of SIP's will? Are we asking SIP, Prabhu, 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 मैं क्या करूं? Prabhu, 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 what should I do? Prabhu, what should I do? Prabhu, what should I do? Are we so eager? Are we so eager? Imagine I love somebody. Imagine I love a girl so much. What am I doing? I'm so eager to please her. I'm so eager to do something for her. When will I be eager to do something for SIP? That is the challenge. That when we become, when we are doing that, then only it shows that we have become a divine instrument. My dear friends, I hope it helps, Krishna. Everybody has spoken so beautifully today. Everybody gave good answers, and I have given answers to everybody. Ultimately, if you want to be a divine instrument, go back to YouTube, listen to this session again, and then find out, are you really a divine instrument? For you to be a divine instrument, point one, has the I been dissolved? I am not I. I am the soul. Soul is SIP. Every soul is SIP. I see SIP in all. I love SIP in all. I serve SIP in all. And I am an instrument of SIP. I am not an instrument of my wishes, my desires, because I don't exist. And I am so conscious, I am so established in SIP consciousness that I have become an instrument to continue to do the will divine every moment, every breath that I take. With folded hands, I bow down to you.